Angelo here, Hollywood filmmaker. What up? Time for Sunday morning ironing and reflection. No, I'm not talking about reflection in the mirror. Hey, check this out. Look how big my hog is. My big dong. Welcome, everyone. Hey, that was a fun live stream last night, laying down in bed, half asleep, and people came on I had never seen before. I gotta go on live at night more often, but I have time to kill right now, so why not? I'll try and go live tonight if I'm disciplined about my writing. Escribiendo. I got more clothes hangers so that, man, I'm really starting to live the California existence out here. I got more, it has nothing to do with the clothes hangers, but it just occurs to me the daily stuff I'm doing and film and writing. I'm like, wow, this is my dream, to have these problems that I have, struggling with my writing, struggling to, sort of, well, have a social life. Going out to events, movies. I saw Police Story last night from Jackie Chan. What's up, FOT fans, all 7 of you? What up? Oh, my iron. I forgot to get that hot. What do you call iron in Spanish? This thing. What do you call this in Spanish? I don't know. Because in English it's iron, just like the metal, la medalla, como oro, iron. But we also call these irons. What do you call them? Plancha. Okay, I think I've heard that before. How's it going to all the FOT fans over in the compound? For people who don't know, FOT fans is like 7 guys who live in a house and watch my videos. The water is out in my building. It's going to be out for like another hour and a half, so not a big deal, but gonna kill some time. Click like, everyone. Come on, get in there. Click like, get in there. Get the likes going. I wanted to get more water bottles, and the 2 stores I went to a liquor store because they had a bunch of like household stuff for water bottles and a little market, and neither of them had big water bottles. They had the huge gallon ones, but I just want a big one, not a freaking huge gallon one. I guess I got to go to a grocery store for that, or 7-Eleven. But I went to like 5 stores this morning getting not groceries. No, I'm thinking of yesterday. I went to a few stores, but what did I do today? Yeah, I just went to that little market and the liquor store. What the hell? Oh, I went to Starbucks. Because I keep getting these reminders from Starbucks that I have $17 on my rewards card. And I'm like, I may as well go there and get something. So I got a spinach and feta cheese sandwich, and I got these like fried like garbanzo beans mashed up or something with avocado, and that was good. All free, all paid for. Starbucks paid for it. And it was cool going to the Starbucks because I realized walking up there, I'm like, holy crap, this Starbucks is a few blocks away from my apartment, and this Starbucks is one I visited when I was homeless before the pandemic. I went there once. I don't remember the day, what was going on, but I remember I was sort of in between gigs. Like I was coming off one shoot or something, or I was coming from somewhere, and or maybe I was going to a show around here. Like I was going from somewhere in the valley to a show, and I went there and I thought, this is a cool happening area. And now I'm like, holy crap. Like 2 years later, I realized I live in that happening area that I visited, that I didn't know where it was. I didn't know what part of LA it was. I'm just like, I'm in the area. Let me find a Starbucks, get out my laptop, try working. I don't think I ended up being able to sit on my laptop there because it's a small Starbucks. What's up, Ocean? Oceano? So I did get more clothes hangers because my shirts like this one keep getting wrinkled in a little nightstand. I don't know what I have this little dresser here for now. Maybe I should just store stuff in there that are on these shelves because this freaking nightstand, if I put shirts in there, most of the shirts end up getting wrinkled again. So I got all these clothes hangers I'm going to work on, and I'm going to write. Just do a lot of writing today. Do a lot of writing, then watch a movie. Try and watch a movie. Do a lot of writing. Because basically, I only have like 2 weeks, by the way. It's kind of amazing. Like, I'm happy about it, but I want to get a lot done. Basically 2 weeks before the next class starts. Now, it's not like a regular writing workshop. Same guy who teaches it, because he offers these, what they're called are intensives, where we're going to take the exercises and skills we've done, and we're going to break them down into very focused writing exercises, like 2 hours a day of assignments we're given, and we're going to have several teachers in this class who are going to give us feedback on our work and help us, figure out, okay, what are our weaknesses and how do we go about strengthening ourselves in these areas. So I'm looking forward to that. And then when I'm doing that, I'm not going to have time to work on my own screenplay, so that's going to be like 2 months off from my screenplay. And then I think there's going to be 2 more intensives. They're really confusing about how they explained whether there are more intensives or not. And they made it sound like you can do them all at once, but they aren't offering more. So I'm thinking it's just you do this one, then there's another one, then there's another one. So spending a lot of money, but it's all well worth it. The money is no object. Thank goodness my job is good and pays well, and I'm able to get by, and I still feel like the total underdog, but I've really come out on top in a lot of ways. And worked out hard this morning, did my laundry, obviously cleaned the apartment. And swept, mopped, wiped everything down. I think I heard someone yelling out on the street, calling someone an asshole last night. That was interesting. Just trying to keep at. Oh yeah, I don't want to fold this. I want to put it on my clothes hangers. Got all these freaking clothes hangers now. Cheap as hell. Holy shit, the construction of these is bad. Look at, what is this? This is like candle wax. And the clothes are still getting bunched up in here, but doing what I can. What's up, Logic is needed. For real, been following you for years. Love the content. And the contact. Love contacting me. Thank you. I don't know if I've ever seen you here before. Logic is needed. Logic is needed, by the way. Everywhere. I mean, the musician, who I love, but just we got to bring sense to this state, to this country. See something in the reflection in the mirror on the ground. A clump of fucking hair. But yeah, I'm being a real California dude. I'm being real with you, and I'm a California dude, and people find inspiration in that. Here's my Vic Berger shirt. Hello, everybody. A little hard to see. The sun is hitting behind me. But nice, fun shirt. Out and about, fun shirt. And I'm just trying to maintain like the absolute highest standard of conduct for myself and work at my job, because I realize, you know, the better I do, it's like the more responsibility I have never to give anyone a reason to have an issue with me, which I don't believe anyone has, but just to never think, oh, I'm slow, or I'm, you know, getting behind on things, or I'm not being clear on something. Because it's like, it is a lot of responsibility, and it isn't. It is because I'm working with like very, you know, valuable stuff, but it isn't in the sense that of, it's just, you know, I'm not doing extremely complex work. I'm, you know, basically like a librarian of this stuff, and the other people in the company are doing the complex work. But at the same time, if it's not done, it's like a huge, it's gonna, it like would pretty much cause the place to shut down in large part. So that's what I mean, like it is and it isn't. But also it is work that takes a bit of training, and anyways, so just trying to always make sure my mind is right. I'm good when I go to work. I'm never having any complaints, making everybody feel better. You know, letting people know the standard I hold myself to, and that they can expect that from me. And I'm good to go. And just keep studying the screenwriting. Keep up with the health, keeping my health good. Try and sleep well. I haven't been sleeping enough lately. I saw Police Story. I was gonna say Super. Oh, that movie is a complete mess. It's not even really a movie. It's just like a stunt reel, or like 10 stunt reels strung together. It is so, holy crap. Give me something for a story. But anyways, whatever. That's what it is. And you know, if you like it, you like it. For me, I was like, I just need the barest of story from a Jackie Chan film. But you know, I appreciate it all the same, even the not so good stuff. But Police Story is a lot of fun. I saw it many times when I was a kid on VHS. It's weird seeing it as an adult, because there's certain stuff that just stands out stronger. It's like, wow, I can't believe they went in that direction. And it becomes a courtroom drama at one point. And it's actually well done courtroom drama. It's shot well. It's just it's so weird how the movie switches from slapstick comedy, like physical comedy and gags, to Jackie Chan is a badass who wants to take down this like mafia like figure, and goes renegade and like takes his boss at the police station hostage, and like goes and beats the hell out of all the bad guy's thugs, and then he beats the bad guy and the bad guy's lawyer. I'm like, why are we supposed to be cheering him on for beating the guy's lawyer? That's insane. Damn it. And some of these shirts, they got these like very mild stains on them. You can't really see it on camera, but they're just, something happened. I got some like oil stain on them. An oil spill happened, and they just have these mild stains on them. I'm like, damn it, man. It's just this little, you can't really see it, you know, but it's like, why do all these shirts, I could pay so much for them and they all have to get messed up at the slightest problem. Inspiration to millions, that's right, even the bots. South Florida farms, what kind of farms you got there? Um, Wait, what did you ask? What do you want to write? Movies. I mean, I don't know how specific you want me to get. I don't want to say the actual stories, but stories that I feel strongly about, that are very meaningful and deep to me. And to me, stories come out of my life, my experience, and extrapolating from that, and metaphors for what I've gone through, and the idea of, feeling. I just don't want to say it. It's like giving too much away. But you know, when I get movies out, I could talk about it more, I think. But more the idea of, you know, feeling like a failure, a loser, struggling with something, being an underdog, feeling guilt, you know, all that stuff. Anyways, but I want to make the movies bigger and better than real life. Oh, I know what I can do. I can put my underwear in the nightstand, but I don't really need to. I have a laundry bag where I put them in, and it's not a problem to keep them in there. So I don't know what to do. I write screenplays. I'm writing one for my class that even though the class ended, I'm still trying to rework it. I'm not even in the writing the pages, I'm in the design part. So not even outlining, you could say. It's just figuring out what really the arc of the story is, which I'm getting a solid idea, I'm getting there. After I spent like 2 months working so hard on it, and then maybe I'll keep it, maybe not. But my teacher basically just tore it apart and said, "No, it's not working. Like, I don't need to hear anymore. It's not." So I'm like, okay, and I was very nice about it. Just said, okay, I understand. Um, and so thinking, okay, that's very painful, but just sit with the pain and be clear with myself. Don't be a victim about it. Don't ignore what he said and be like arrogant about it. Just say, okay, well, what do I really have here? And because ultimately, it doesn't matter what he thinks. I have to convince myself of anything I write. I thought, you know, I did have this other design early on that I felt much more strongly about, but I abandoned it because I wasn't sure how I could write it, how I could execute it. It's something I felt very deeply about, and that just to me felt like the right fit, but I'm like, I don't know how you would do it. And I think I can transpose a lot of what I did into this other thing that I had contained and have this nice little plant growing out of a pot. And, and then I took a shit. So that's something I'm working on. The other thing I do is I try and read screenplays, which during the classes I have not had time for that. But read and retype out word for word my favorite screenplays. So I'm in the middle of The Aviator by John Logan, Martin Scorsese directed. And I did some of it a while ago, last year, and then my classes got me too busy. I couldn't continue. And so I'd like to resume that. So I'm going to try that because I learn a lot from doing that, from retyping out screenplays about making the story more compelling, about understanding where you can go big and go large, and you know how a story should feel, and how to be honest with yourself about what you have. So that helps me a lot. Prince of the City, I remember when I retyped that out, and that's a huge screenplay, like 160 or 180 pages. That I typed out word for word, and that I just felt transformed after that. I'm like, oh, I have a better idea of what to do now, like how to go about writing. And that's something that even with the classes I've been taking, it's like some of those lessons I was feeling, some I just felt more articulated, more strongly articulated by my classes. Um, some lessons I've heard before, some I haven't heard before. So, you know, it's all, as long as I'm pushing and struggling, it's going to be painful, and I have to be grateful for that. I am grateful for that, even though like this morning I was a little bit of I had a little bit of a feeling like, what do I do? Like, this is scary. This is painful. You know, I feel alone in some ways, and I feel like lost in some ways, and yet I'm not. It's just I know what to do. Got to keep doing it, and the success will chase me, and the results will find me. Very gently on this. That's a good metaphor for writing, by the way. Not to try and wring your story out of like a wet rag, but like gently coax it out. For some of you, you know what I mean. You gently coax something, or you don't. You do have to choke it out of you. You know, maybe when you're falling asleep or first thing in the morning. This shirt, I think it's stained a little too. No, but one of these shirts is a damn nice shirt. Oh, this is stained. Yeah, it has a little dark spot. It's like almost like a little discoloration. Like what the hell, man? Why do my clothes have to have this weird shit pop up on them? I don't know how it got on there. Spent so much money on clothes. That's all right. Nobody really notices. When I'm rich, when I'm really rich, I'll just bring all my clothes to the laundromat, have them do the fluff and fold and iron and all that for me, so I can get straight to writing. For now, I don't want to spend the money on all that. Pretty well done. I don't need to get the back of that. Ice ironing, don't forget to steam. Same clothes mostly past 10 years. That's cool, Wayne. So you have an all-around farm. That's cool. Director goes to LA. That's right. What do I do with the steam? I don't really know proper ironing technique. I don't know what temperature I have it. I don't know if I turn the knob to the right or the left. Does that mean it's hotter or colder? Does that mean it irons better? I don't fucking know. Like I got this knob and then this knob, and I don't know what they all do. Seriously, trying to read these, it's like trying to understand like alien hieroglyphs or something. You know, like from Independence Day. These weird codes that I don't know how to read. Another green shirt. 2 green shirts. This one probably has a stain on it too. Can't tell. Yep, discoloration. What the hell? Is it just my sweat? Do I just sweat out discolorating factors onto my shirts? Damn it. The bottom part of the shirt, it's all creased up, so it's making the top part crease. I don't know what do I do? Okay, that just squirts water out that way, so that's great. I don't know what the point of that is, shooting water out. It just seems like a gimmick kids would use. It's like, hey kids, press the magic button on your parents' iron to squirt water, to have little squirt gun fights. Don't do that. That also sounds like something the government would shut them down for if they tried advertising that. Oh, you have no idea how to iron? You've never done it personally? I remember one time my mom did it on the carpet and accidentally melted my dad's shorts to the carpet because they didn't have an ironing board. Yeah, iron fight. Shoot the water, like spray the water at each other. colorful clothes rack. I'll show you later. I don't want to change the angle of the camera. So I was at this rooftop theater in LA, and it was the Cannabis Movie Club. I didn't get anything. They were giving out free samples of stuff, all that stuff. I didn't take anything. I bought food, but like I didn't have nothing, like nothing with cannabis in it. But people were smoking it all around me. It was a beautiful place, and I saw Superbad, and the audience was laughing so hard, just as hard as I was. Um, it was so amazing and touching. I loved it. Like, what a great, first of all, what a great script. Seth Rogen, and that's a script I retyped out word for word. And it's sad because it was sad that originally I saw that movie in 2007 when I was going through my second major bout of depersonalization, derealization disorder, and I could not feel anything. It was so achingly painful. Even though I say I couldn't feel anything, I could feel this dull ache of no satisfaction, feeling hollowed out, feeling such pain, like not enjoying sleeping, not enjoying talking, not enjoying a simple moment, a movement. It was excruciating for a year, and I thought, that's it, my life is over, I'm lost. And I saw Superbad, and I couldn't enjoy any of it. And I couldn't enjoy a single movie, I couldn't laugh. I was not human, I was not myself. And it was so, it was the worst. Like, it pains me now to think about it, like what it was like to go through, just how utterly devastated and alone I felt. And it's a shirt I wore last night, Harold Lloyd. And to see Superbad, not be able to enjoy it, another movie not be able to enjoy it, was just horrifying, absolutely horrifying. I saw Dan in Real Life, couldn't enjoy it. Saw there, what the hell did I say? I was going to say There Will Be Blood, but no. The Coen Brothers movie that came out at the same time, No Country for Old Men. Couldn't enjoy anything. Saw a bunch of other movies. Saw Enchanted. Couldn't enjoy it. That's a good movie, by the way. It was just so painful, so bitter. So I saw the Alvin and the Chipmunks sequel. Could not enjoy anything. It was horrifying. And that's when I got involved with that alcoholic woman who was so abusive, and that really, it got me out of the dissociative year I had, but it was very traumatizing, and I was not fully recovered after that. It was just, it's like, I was glad to feel something, some kind of pain or something that brought me back to reality in a way, but I still had a very tenuous grasp to my health and wellness, and I relapsed, and that was another years, 9 months or so of just devastating. That truly was devastating disability, and I couldn't drive, I couldn't function, I couldn't be with anyone really. I was basically confined to my house through my own pain. I was pacing uncontrollably. I couldn't turn on my computer. Some days I was so much pain. I was like, that's it, my life is over. I'm going to be disabled the rest of my life. For 9 months, I was disabled. But anyway, so I was at this movie club, Cannabis Rooftop Movie Club. Yes, I am Greek, South Florida farm, so you probably saw one of my mom's cooking videos. Yeah, you watched a video where my mom made food? That's right. She's from Greece. I was at the rooftop, and a cloud of smoke came all around me. There was no avoiding it. And so I was just breathing, and I breathed a bunch of it in, and I coughed, and then I just watched the rest of the movie, like another hour. I had a great time, went home. I'm putting my stuff away, and like I was switching pants, like from my pants I wore to go out to my work pants to get ready for the next day. I was taking my wallet, switching it, to my work pants and stuff, and I stopped. I was like, why do I feel so good? I was like, why am I so happy? I'm like, oh, it's that weed cloud I breathed in. Oh, this is awesome. I was so happy. So I'm like, oh, I get it now. And whereas I had done it in the past a little bit, like when I say a little bit, I mean smoked barely half a blunt and then it was it really once that one time because the other time a guy offered me like a roach, so it was like the end of a cigarette. Didn't feel anything at that time, and the blunt I just felt weird. I didn't enjoy it. Like I was just like I just feel weird. I don't know what it is. That and first of all, this stuff did not stink. It was actually a nice or pleasant smell. It wasn't bad. I was like, oh my goodness, I am so happy. Like I don't feel bad at all right now. But anyways, you got to take it easy on that stuff, or be responsible and all that. So, anyways, that was fun. I have another shirt. But anyways, just trying to maintain my discipline, keep writing, keep a level head, push through the pain. Get this shirt has fucking spots on it too. The hell? The water's still running on the sink. Did they turn the water back on early? I heard my roommate and his girlfriend. I guess they both went to the bathroom. I don't know, but I heard the sink running. So I don't know if maybe they had the water running early. They tried flushing the toilet. I heard that didn't flush right, but that might be just because it was like the first flush after the water came back. I don't know. It's funny. Seth Rogen said in interviews after Superbad, like years later, he's like, we couldn't. Him and Evan Goldberg, his friend and writer and filmmaker, they co-wrote Superbad together in Pineapple Express. He said they couldn't write Superbad now, as of whenever this was, 2017 or something, because they don't have that perspective. Then that like they're too far away from the high school experience. Funny for me, the high school experience was not like that at all. It was misery and isolation, and what I didn't realize, I was developing this dissociative disorder at the time. And then it became full blown when I was 17. So that was a horror unto itself. On top of all the, the mal growth and deformation of me that Catholic schools inflict or instilled on me, and it's just horrible. And anyways, t-shirt's all stained. I don't know where these stains come from, but I don't care because these are not really wearing out. I abuse these t-shirts so much. These truly are ugly fucking shirts, but I only wear them in the morning when I exercise. Oh yeah, this I do want to fold because I don't care if this gets wrinkled. I don't care too much. Obviously, I don't want it wrinkled. I have a choice, but I'll put it in my laundry bag for white clothes and just pull it out on an as needed basis, or an as needed bassist if I need a bass player. Your family's from Greece. Sorry if you had a rough go of things, but you seem like you're on a new track. That's true, and thank you. Yeah, it's just all part of one process, and glad for all of it. I wouldn't really change anything. I'm sure it's going to continue leading me on a good trajectory, and for now, all I can do is keep my discipline, keep my integrity, keep my character, don't deviate from what I do. Get up early at the same time every day. Even though today I lie down for like 30 minutes. I get up at 3:45 every day, even if I go to bed late. Write, exercise, eat well. All of those have been slipping on here and there. Do good at my job, and just not take anything for granted. As long as you have the goal to work towards, you will do well. That helps a lot. It helps to have something important to work towards. Is that all the shirts? I don't know if I have any other shirts to iron. Yep, it's all the shirts. So plug this iron, unplug it, pour the water out in the bathroom. I just pour it on the floor. Okay, this is weird. I can't tell if someone's still in the bathroom or not, so I'm not going to go in there. I'll go in the other bathroom because the door is closed. But I don't know if someone, a guest is over, would close the door after they leave it or not. Developing my farm for my family. That's cool. So do you own this farm? That's cool if I got a farmer watching me. Okay, yes, I believe someone is in the bathroom because I can see the lights on in there, but I don't get why people are in the bathroom and it's totally quiet. Oh, and if the water's out and if someone's in there taking a shit, don't want to deal with that. Developing your farm for your family, that's cool. How hard is farming? It's very hard, right? I don't understand. You have to understand like astrophysics and the tilt of the Earth's axis and chemistry of the soil and DNA of the stuff you're growing and or the animals and all that. It sounds incredibly miserable, that kind of work. I'm glad people like doing it because I would not like to do it. Oh boy, more holes in my socks. A hole in the heel. And this one. And also, how much money can you make running a farm? I know a lot of farms now, it's not like a family owned thing, it's owned by a corporation. So that seems crazy. But yeah, how much can you make? Because it seems like it's incredibly expensive. And, there's so many steps to making the food and getting it to wherever you sell it to, grocery stores, restaurants, food processing plants. Like, I don't know, it just seems like a massive amount of like calculation and making sure, you know, your overhead is not too large, and it sounds like a lot of work. I would never, ever in a million years want to do it. I was gonna make food, but then I realized, do we have water yet? I don't know. It sounded like if the sink was running, we might have water. I'm gonna go check. Wait a minute. Well, I still have clothes hangers I can use. May as well. How many clothes hangers do I have available? 2? Let's see if I can iron 2 more shirts, or make sure I have 2 shirts ready to go that don't need ironing. Because if this needs ironing, I'd rather do it now. Yep, this does. I've never worn this shirt. Does it need ironing? I could use ironing. A lot of animals. We grow avocados here in Florida and a few other types of fruit and veggies. Cool. Alright, so I need more water in this iron. I'm going to iron 2 more shirts because I have 2 more clothes hangers free. But I want to see if the sink is running. Okay, I guess we have water. You're just a young guy who jumped into it. You got to be a stubborn person, right? But what's your job on the farm? And if you work at a farm, do you necessarily live at the farm? I would think not, right? I just don't know who works at a farm. I guess if there's fruits and stuff, you got to have people picking it, but it depends if like a machine can't do that. I don't know. Shit. I know the screenwriting is going to continue being painful, but it's also fun, and it's also a good thing, because if it's painful, that means I'm growing. That means I'm improving. It's just you never realize it until after you've passed through a certain phase. So that's okay. I don't think about whether it's painful or not. I think about whether it's important to me. If it's important to me, I'll do it. can't believe this Starbucks that's near my house, near my apartment, I went 2 years ago when I was homeless, and I had the distinct memory of going there and what it was like to park around the corner and getting in, because it's a location inside like another building, and just how cool it was to go there, even though I was sort of in a rush and it was sort of inconvenient. But I know I was on my way headed to somewhere else nearby I had to get to for like a film job or something. I forget what it was, but I just remember it was a cool time in my life, you know? Oh, right. I don't want to fold this up now. I want to hang it from the clothes hanger. I have a lot of tomatoes and eggplant to eat. It hasn't been fruitful in the money department. I'm building a rock wall for my property. Not exactly finished, but it's pretty cool to see what can be done. That's cool. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's cool. Alright. I want to make sure that's all the clothes hangers that I have free. Yep. So I guess the water came back earlier. It never went off. I don't know. I think it did go off for a little because I heard the toilet having trouble flushing, but now the water's running again. Yes, I live here and my daily consists of food and water for animals, cleaning stalls and cages, shoveling poop to where I can scoop up the pile with my tractor and spread to trees. Oh, so use the animal droppings as fertilizer. That's cool. That really shouldn't be that loud. It's cool, South Florida farms. How do you guys deal with storms? Like, do you have the storms there and hurricanes and all that? I got to check something on my phone real quick, so I got to pause the live stream. I'll be right back in like 10 seconds. I'm back. I literally was just checking what time I did something so I know basically when I ate. Because I'm trying to spread my meals out and eat again. So what should I eat? Well, I know I'll eat a sweet potato with peanut butter on it. Those are healthy, right? And then get to writing. It's already 11:26. I really wish weekends were 3 days in a way. That way, Saturday, get my groceries, take my class, all that stuff, go out. Sunday, do my laundry, clean the apartment, all that stuff. And then either Friday off. I can just have a day to just get to writing, to do the stuff I want. In my case, the stuff I want is just writing. Should I keep this on the big tripod phone? Because I'm going to go to the kitchen and eat. I'll put it on a little tripod. First, I gotta take this off here. And so this clip. Put this on here, and then snap the phone snaps into here. There. I kind of splurged. I got from Ralph's a $4 Glade scented candle. Don't know if it helps me concentrate or not, but look at my colorful clothing rack. Jeez, this mofo lives across the hall from me, coughing like a maniac. Fill up my iron in water. I'll do that later without the camera. Oh, I forgot, since I don't leave my kitchen towel in the kitchen because people abuse it, get it all dirty, gotta bring that with me. And I always bring a napkin. Look at that clean floor. That's what I mopped. Nice clean kitchen floor. I swept and mopped. Kitchen sink that I wiped down. Shiny and chrome. Even the kitchen countertop I cleaned really well. I had to get that steel mesh pad to really scrape off a lot of stuff on here. So I'm trying not to stuff myself, and I'm trying not to spread my meals out too far apart. So I'm trying to eat just like a moderate, healthy amount every 3 hours or so. What the hell? Who put this shit paper stuff in the sink? Alright, I'm gonna make some tea. Pre-steamed sweet potatoes, so just microwave it. Yeah, it's nice having this counter. Seriously, this counter, I don't know who made it so fucking filthy, probably a combination of people. But it had stuff on here you could not wipe off with paper towels, but I got this mesh thing, and I sprayed it with vinegar, the counter with vinegar, and I wiped it down, and it's looking so good right now. Whoa! These are filling, so you eat a sweet potato with peanut butter on it, and don't need to eat anything else. Oh shit, the skin's coming off. I like the skin, it's fiber. Oh well, can't get that back on. Somebody's left their fucking festering rotten bananas in this little basket here. I'm not going to show it. Jeez, I don't even know what that other fruit is. It's not a banana, it's rotted into something. It's like Swamp Thing. Cut this up and then put it in the microwave. La microonda. peanut butter off this lid. Get some peppermint tea. Strong stuff, herbal tea. It smells strong. Oh, got a bunch of comments here. I didn't notice them. Thinking of buying neighbor's place since he's selling, but maybe buy a cabin in Maine. It's much cheaper up there. The cold would kill you. Yeah. Oh, I'm making a sweet potato with peanut butter on it and peppermint tea. Last bad hurricane was Andrew, that was 92. Below Lankershim 3. The name sounds like liquor. I'm doing well, thanks. Oh yeah, this sweet potato, it's gonna be good. Oh, I put the... So I cut it up. Ooh, nice steam. I put my peanut butter away. I forgot I needed that. This stupid tripod. Forgot. And that peanut butter kind of melts on there, so that's why I need a spoon too to scoop up the peanut butter that gets on the plate, because the fork can't get it all. So, you know, if I'm risking overeating or undereating, I'll always risk undereating. I'll try, and always risk putting less food than will make me feel full, because I'm fine not being full, but I don't like eating too much. And, you know, still got some fat on me, still but that's a lot better. Here, I can get more. That's all fat, but that's a lot better than how I was like a year ago or 2 years ago. So I've gotten quite thin, but ow, it's hot. Okay, how am I gonna get all this? I have a tea, I have a fork I don't want to drop. Oh shit, this is gonna fall. I need like a big tray. Okay, I just need to leave the tea here, hope no flies get in it. I'll step out to the balcony. And hope no flies get to my food out here. is nice out here. Damn, it is good weather. Peanut butter is already melted. Shit. The fuck noise did I just make? Do you know about French people? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know about them. Some of my favorite directors are French. Start workout. It is bad. I do work out every day. It's not that good, honestly. I'm sure it's not. I haven't eaten macaroni and cheese in I don't know how many years. But yeah, I work out every day, and I 5 days a week for work. I ride a bike. I've been able to ride it quicker because my legs are stronger now. But it's like 3 miles each way. So that's helped me lose a lot of weight too. I'm very happy about that. Because if I just had to do it with diet alone, that would be a lot harder. Yeah, I work out in the morning, but that doesn't contribute much towards weight loss. That's more muscle reshaping and building. Oh, it's hot. But the biking, that helps with weight loss. You're French? Are you from France, Lacour? One of my favorite directors is Jean-Pierre Melville. I've only seen one of his movies, and it blew me away. I love it. Army of Shadows. About the French Resistance. It is so good. So tragic and powerful. That lady's got blue boots on. Those look cool. I would like blue boots. Peanut butter's melting everywhere now. Luc Besson. I saw some of Valerian, the battle for the whatever 9 planets or something. That was pretty insane. And what else did he do? The Fifth Element. And did he do that movie with Leon the Assassin? What's the guy's name in it? I know Natalie Portman was in it. Did he do that movie, though? Or is that another guy who has a similar name? What's the other guy's name? And I can't remember his name. Also, I very much like Jean-Jacques Annaud, who did Quest for Fire, which I have not seen, with Ron Perlman back in like 1979, and he did Enemy at the Gates. He directed Four Brothers. No, not Four Brothers. What am I talking about? Two Brothers, about these tigers, and he shot it with digital video. I remember it played at a theater I worked at right when I started there when I was like 19. Jean Reno, that's it. There's another filmmaker called Bresson, but I don't know if he's still alive or not, but I know Bresson directed classic movies that Paul Schrader's a big fan of. So I don't know if he's even French or not. And I don't know who directed this and wrote it, but it was a wonderful film. Chinese Puzzle. I don't know the French title. But apparently it's the third movie in a trilogy. It's very funny. It's like a romantic comedy, but it's got real stuff going on. And it's about a French guy and his wife. I think she's British. I don't remember, or English, but she marries an American, I think. And so they have kids together, and he has to go from France to New York, and he lives in a tiny apartment above a Chinese restaurant and tries to keep a relationship with his kids, and Audrey Tauto's in it. It's just very funny and touching, and it's so well done. I saw it in theaters and just loved it. I didn't even realize it was the third movie in a trilogy. Wait, is Jean Reno also a comedian? That's amazing. I only know him from that and from that, I think it was John Frankenheimer film. What was it with Robert De Niro? Ronin. Wait, was he in Ronin? And Godzilla, which, let's just forget about that film. I looked up Whiplash last night because I want to see it. I looked up where to see it. I have not seen it. I really want to because I think it's got some lessons for me in a movie I'm trying to write that has one aspect to it that's similar to what I know the basic setup about the very most basic setup of it. I don't even know anything about the characters other than I heard J.K. Simmons is scary in it and abusive, but something about that story, I want to watch it. Maybe I'll watch it today, but I want to watch that movie. No, I haven't seen it. David Fincher is shooting a movie in Paris, although I think now they're done shooting in Paris, but The Killer with Michael Fassbender. I forget if it's based on a comic book or what, but apparently he plays a hitman in it. Ooh, that tea is hot. Oh, thank you, Lacurd. Appreciate that. Lacurd says, may God help you reach success. I appreciate the encouragement. And it's amazing how insubstantial it looks now. Like, look, I'm just a guy sitting, drinking tea. I ate a sweet potato with peanut butter. And I'm vying to be like one of the best screenwriters in the world. Yep, it takes a lot of work and effort. Fortunately, that part I've pretty much got covered. I could be better at it. That's what I intend on working on today. And thank goodness I'm situated in the best place in life for it. In Los Angeles, I have a great job. I work in film. It's not a high stress job, even though it can be like challenging. But I know how to roll with it, and have good coworkers and great bosses and shitty health insurance. I pay $130 a month, and I don't even know how the fuck do I get my health insurance to pay for anything. But I have the health insurance because if I go to the emergency room, I definitely want to have that. I don't want to have to pay out of pocket. Even though you kind of can just get away with not paying the emergency room bill here. I'd like to try them all, Liquid 3. Although I'd say I'm more interested in the dramatic and dark and serious, but I like comedic. I like thrillers. I love thrillers. I love character studies. I love crime stories. Personal dramas, all kinds of stuff. I'll see. I have a bunch of stuff in mind to write, but right now I'm not worried about the stories I want to write. I'm interested in developing the skills to be a great screenwriter and to write any story as best as it can be written. And then it can be whatever genre I want it to be. I like a good spy story. Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Saw that in theaters. I like action movies. All kinds of stuff. I'm pretty much up for anything. Why not a John Wick or Nobody? A movie like John Wick or Nobody? Those take a lot of skill to write. Maybe someday, I don't know. I don't see myself writing like a martial arts fight movie, but that would be a good challenge to try and do it well. Because I'm sure there's not enough great ones. And I'd be interested in seeing a lot of martial arts movies and seeing, okay, how do they do this? What's going on? I've seen a decent number, but nowhere near as many as I would want to if I'm going to write one of those movies. I want to find a park around here with a bike path that I can ride my bike on weekends, and I don't know if I'm going to find one in Hollywood or Koreatown. Maybe it's here. I'm just blind to it. And a park with a pull-up bar so I can do pull-ups. Those are really good for reshaping your upper body. Liquid 3, which part of France do you live in? I don't know much about France really, except by its sort of reputation here and, World War II, World War I, some facts here and there, French Resistance, but I don't really know a ton about it. French Revolution, yeah, we get taught a little bit about that. Like, I've learned a little bit, but, like, what I know about the French Revolution, I could tell you in 30 seconds, so that's all I need. And Emmanuel Macron. You know, a movie about a guy that becomes messed up and loses after being, I don't know, robbed, seeing his family members get killed. Other than that, nothing looks good in terms of acting. Are you talking about a specific movie? I don't, that probably is a ton of movies. I don't know. It sounds like Falling Down, the Joel Schumacher, Michael Douglas movie, but his family doesn't get killed in that, right? I don't think. He's just this maniac, fascist, conservative who goes around trying to enforce his own version of law and order on everybody. And whatever. It's been a while since I've seen it, but it's a good movie. It was good what I saw. Michael Douglas is great. I didn't want to use up my napkin, but I'm going to use it wiping down this beautiful sink. Someone already got the fucking microwave dirty after I wiped it down this morning. And they somehow got stuff like underneath this. Like, how'd you get dirt and food underneath this? Live near Luxembourg, 20 kilometers away from Luxembourg. In general, French movies are boring. You Americans are freaking genius in terms of movie. That's funny. Why are French movies boring? Are they low budget? Are they too, like, they're all based on like these small depressing dramas? That's the reputation the French have, is like, oh, they're all depressed and they're all smoking cigarettes, and you know, and they're all nihilist, thinking about how they're gonna die. And they're all arrogant. That's sort of the reputation or the stereotype that I've come across. But for most Americans, we won't run across many French people. I've met a few. I worked with one on a movie, a short film here, like over a year ago. He was a crew member. Okay, well, that's cool. I mean, American movies, it's, you know, I don't like to criticize anyone's movies, but it's, you get a lot of people who say American movies aren't good too, and you probably get the better quality movies, or able to find out the ones you want, but there's lots of ones where you could just tell that the script should be better, it should be more focused, it should have a stronger idea, a deeper meaning, more conflict, all that stuff. But you know, good for them for being able to make a movie, and I don't judge people for that. Who's getting their wig split? Aiden? What the hell? You just jump. It sounds like Aiden's talking about another conversation. 7 people here, right on. It's cool. Oh shit, I didn't plug in my freaking charger. Have you seen the movie Joker? No, I have not. But that was very popular here in America. Got to keep the sun out because it's going to get too hot in my room with the sun baking it. That's cool. Glad you liked it, Liqueur. I'm going to do some push-ups. Just ate. And I ate a little too much this last week. Not even last week. Yesterday I had a pizza. If I can keep the camera there. Gotta turn the light on. least do a few, you know. It's like when I'm not sure what to do, if nothing else, I'll do push-ups because that's something that's good for me and it gives me focus. Do some curls? No. I did plenty of curls this morning. I gotta go to the bathroom. Now I gotta see what condition, I think it was my roommate's girlfriend, maybe it was my roommate, what condition they left the toilet in. It's a range of how they leave that toilet. It can be great, but it can go down. For me, I always leave the toilet great. The toilet was in good shape. It was great shape, so no complaints. Going to light the scented candle. Because it is when something smells like farts. Fuck away from me, smoke. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the pewter. And periodically do push-ups. Oh, don't burn my arm over the candle. Oh, I got a new keyboard. Because my old one, it was too high profile. This one's a flatter one, HP. I'm worried, these reviews, I don't know what these people's problem is with the reviews. They're so picky and complaining about stuff. This is perfect for me. And I like the chiclet style keys. Before the one, it was like big keys, but it wasn't a mechanical keyboard. And I don't care about that either way, but like I like having a small, low profile keyboard. And this was supposed to come in like a week or so. It came in like 2 days. It was amazing. It was simply amazing. I should look up bike parks or bike trails around here. That would be cool to just ride a bike trail for like 2 hours on a weekend. That would be really cool and a great exercise, great weight loss exercise. And look up where to find a pull-up bar around here. There might be one at this one park. I don't know. I don't know about bike trails though. Let me see. Definitely the streets around here are not great for biking, except residential streets. Those are. But the streets around here, I read like the intersection on the other side of the block is like rated one of the worst in LA for biking. Like there's been the most accidents there. Let's see, would you all prefer to be on this side of me so you get the full panorama? Yeah, of colors. Yeah, I know you prefer that. And you got my scented can. It takes a while for the scent to fill up the room. What the hell? Why isn't my computer starting there? Whoa. Come on, why isn't it going to the login page? Login screen. All right, now let me look up pull-ups and bike trails. Then I should get a little mount on my handlebars for my phone so I can live stream riding my bike. And Troy and Ella Man. I'm gonna get a bunch of writing done today, then watch a movie and go to sleep. I'll try and live stream tonight though. Damn, this always takes a while to start up Firefox. Usually just looking up Google Maps is the easiest way to find parks. Because you look around, like just searching, it's like, what the hell? How do these results pop up? Five best bike trails in Los Angeles. We'll see about that. San Gabriel River. Oh, these are tours. How am I supposed to find them in my area? These don't tell me, like, if I can bike to them from my apartment. I'm sure if I have a car and I could strap my bike to the car, I could go around driving to bike trails. All right, I'm just gonna have to look at Google Maps. This is hopeless. Oh, I don't want county services. I want public parks. Services are too depressing to look up. I got to get a real ID at some point to be able to fly. That's going to be annoying. Got to go to the DMV for that. What the shit am I looking up? I just gotta look from my apartment. See how, okay, 5 miles to a bike trail. The ride to the trail is a bike trail itself. But when it's down a road, I would not want to ride my bike down, except on the sidewalk. How far is Griffith Park from where I live? Let's see. First of all, Elysian Park. It's closer. Not bad. Okay, Griffith Park. A little further. And it's 5 miles just to get there. That itself is the ride. Okay, I'm not finding parks that I want to go to. Oh, I live not far from the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. What the What is this park? Interesting. So there's a park around here. I've never really noticed it. What's there? It's a big park. So a lot of it can't access. What's the name of the park? It won't show on Google Maps. Let me just look up Pull Up Bar. Oh, I'm looking at pull-up bars. It's just showing me actual bars where you can drink. I don't want that. And of course, whenever I look for anything in Hollywood, it always pulls up Hollywood, Florida, and not Hollywood, Los Angeles, or California. parks in my area, and I'm about to pass out because I didn't sleep much. Finally, something lets me find parks in the area, although it's kind of widened my search too much. Okay, anyways, I'm getting exhausted. I'm going to go. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll try and live stream tonight. Can't promise it, so maybe I shouldn't say that. But I'm going to try to. Just going to try to get a lot of writing done. Other than, well, I do want to first find out where pull-up bars are, but I better do a lot of writing today, like 4 hours at least. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.